Hey guys, it's your girl Crystal here at a basket case. Today, we're going to just do a revamp, a quick revamp. Before I get into this video, like, comment, share, subscribe. You know how it works. Hype the video if you'd like and share it out as I'm still yet trying to build the channel. Okay, thanks so very much for all my returning subby buddies and for all the newbies. Thanks for coming back, sticking and staying with me, and I hope you're learning something and picking up some tidbits. Okay, great. Let's get into it. All right, right now this is going to be really a quick bow tutorial. Okay, I have this little 9 West. It's kind of a cute little coin purse type thing, but it's a crossbody, so it has a really long chain that goes across your body. Then I have some lip care in here, and then I have some Hey Humans, that's the body wash and the lotion back there. So this was just a 4-piece little set. I made several of these for Mother's Day last year, and they all sold except this one little sweet baby here. So what we're going to do is we're going to revamp it, of course, and we're going to send it right back out for the holidays. Okay, so what I'm going to do is commence to taking off the price tag. Okay, so I'm going to leave the same price tag on there as last year. And then I'm going to remove this bow. So all we're going to do basically is, my bow got kind of all boogered up because it was, you know, being shifted around and everything. But this bow is going to be reused on another gift. Not this one, but maybe on another gift later on. So I'm going to keep it. Okay. I went into my stockpile and I found some Christmas ribbon, if you can see that. I'm wondering if I have too much light coming in here. It looks kind of fuzzy. Okay, so that's some glitter, blue and silver snowflakes is what that is. Okay, and if you can see this box, which many of you probably have some of these. We got these from Dollar General, I believe it was, when they went on sale. So I have this. Okay, and all we're going to do is pick up some of the same colors in this box that's on this ribbon. All right, and we're just going to replace the bow and send it right back out there for Christmas. Okay, all right, so let's bring you in a little closer. Actually, I'm gonna bring myself in a little closer. Okay, and let's tilt this down just a little bit. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to slow this down just a little bit, but this is just going to be a very simple bow. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to make some small tails on here. So I'm going to start my bow with my first loop. Okay, just depending on how big I want it. I don't want the tails too long because the box is not that big. So we don't want the loops real big, but we don't want the tails real long either. Okay, so I want a nice full bow, but not to overpower the gift. Okay, so we made our first loop there. Got our trigger fingers. We're holding it right there in the middle. Okay, then this is a single side ribbon, which means that the print is only on one side and the other side is basically just plain. So right where you have that trigger finger, okay, that's holding that, holding your first loop, we're going to take that other and we're going to twist it. Okay, just one simple little twist. And that's going to ensure that the pattern side stays facing forward. Okay, then we're just going to take this hand and make another loop. All right, and then we're going to pinch that in the middle. Okay, now at this point what I like to do is just pull those loops together like so, okay? Just to make sure that they're kind of even on both sides, all right? Once you get that even, again, you're going to twist right under that trigger finger. You can just lift those fingers up when you're twisting, all right? And then you're going to form your second loop. Basically, all we're doing is just kind of repeating the process. All right, second loop there. And you can kind of see, measure it out against the other loop to see if they're even. Okay. All right, once you do that, we're going to repeat again. Twist. Lift up that trigger finger a little bit. Twist. And create the same process on the other side. Okay. Doing this, guys, practice makes perfect. Okay, so while you're sitting down some days and you're not creating baskets, just get some ribbon while you're sitting down watching television or whatever, and just start practicing if you want to learn how to make these. Or some of you guys have the bow makers, and if that's what you have and you're satisfied with that, hey, go for it. Okay, so then again, under these trigger fingers, we're going to twist, because we're going to make 3 loops on each side. Okay, 1, 2, and now this is my third loop. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we have 1 more loop on the other side. Okay, again, twist. And that last loop. Get that kind of even. Lift up that trigger finger. We're going to hold it all together. Perfect. So this is sort of what you're going to end up with. Okay. We'll worry about fluffing out those little loops a little bit later. Now, with this last piece of ribbon that's attached, we're going to twist it one more time, of course, so both patterns can be facing forward. All right. And then we're just going to cut. Try to measure that out a little bit. And we're going to cut that ribbon. Okay. And that's kind of sort of what we should have going on there. All right. Now, at this point, I'm just going to use a chenille stick or a pipe cleaner. You could use ribbon. You could use curling ribbon. You could use zip ties. You could use whatever you want. This ribbon is pretty lightweight, so I'm just going to use one of these little lightweight chenille sticks. Okay. And then I'm just going to wrap it around, lift up my trigger fingers, and twist that chenille stick, okay? Twist it as tight as you can for as many times as you can. My chenille sticks are not really the expensive kind. I ordered them off of Amazon a long time ago, and I wasn't happy with the quality, but they sent me a gazillion of them, so I'm just going to use them. So some people don't have to twist their chenille sticks as many times to get it tight, but in my case, I do. Because my chenille sticks are not, they're not really quality. They're really on the cheaper side. And I won't be ordering those anymore, but I am going to use them all. Okay? All right, at this point, you can start fluffing out your bow a little bit. Okay, pretty? All right, then. And what we're going to do is just reattach it. Okay. And straighten that out a little bit. And we're just going to reattach. All right. Reattach this little bow, and my price tag is right here, and when I clip the price tag off, I cut the little string when I cut it. So I'm going to retie that string around this chenille stick. That way I won't have to make another price tag, because the price hasn't changed any. All I did was just switch out the ribbon just to give it a more festive holiday-ish look. Okay, so we're just going to reuse that same tag, and I'm going to attempt to tie this in a knot. Sometimes my fingernails are getting in the way, but I'm not going to cut them, so sometimes it takes me a little, there it is, just a little finessing sometimes to make this work. All right. Okay, and I'm going to tie it one more time. I always tell you guys because I'm extra. Then we're going to clip that string, that excess string. Okay, great. All right, let's cut these chenille sticks. Cut them because they're a little long. Okay, so we just cut off the bottom of those. Got that tag on there in the back. All right, and now we can begin to fluff our bow. That ribbon is so pretty, guys. I don't know if you really can see it. It's kind of it matches the colors in this box really, really nicely. And this was just some inexpensive ribbon. I think I picked up, there's a shop out here called Old Time Pottery. Well, it used to be Old Time Pottery. They went out of business and changed the name to something else. But when they did, they put some of their ribbons on sale. And I think I picked up this ribbon for like 99 cents or something. All right. As always, guys, we have to dovetail. Okay. Always remember to finish the edges of that ribbon. Always, always finish the edges of your ribbon, because it gives it a nice, clean, professional look. Bows sell, okay? Bows sell gifts, because a lot of times people will see your bow before they actually see the contents of the gift. All right? Okay, guys, this was a really quick little bow tutorial, okay? All right, we're going to get this one out for Christmas, and we're going to hope that it sells. Like I said, I had a couple of them. This was the last one that didn't sell, so we're going to see by just changing the ribbon if we can go ahead and get this concept out for the holidays. All right, thanks for sticking and staying with me, guys. This is Crystal with a basket case signing off. Bye for now.